Hey, what it is, what it do, what up people, it's VDOESTECH, and as you saw from the thumbnail, we're checking out the JBL Tour Pro Plus. Now these are coming in at $200, and it seems like with these, they'll be targeting their one weakness, ANC. Now their ANC has never been bad, it's just been alright. You're not picking up JBL for their ANC. Until now, I guess? Let's dive in, let's go.
Downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
So I've been playing around with these for about 2 weeks, and truthfully, I'm a little disappointed with these. Not with the audio, but with the ANC and some of the other features, or the lack of other features, I guess I should say. Like, these are Bluetooth 5.0, when the last ones have been Bluetooth 5.1. Why? And no multi-connection either. At $200, why not? Now, are these bad? Not at all. Audio, I would give these a 9 out of 10. ANC, yo, that's closer to like a 6 out of 10. Would I recommend these earbuds in their own lineup, such as the JBL Reflex Minis or the Club Pros? For me, nah. Let's start with the case. It has Type-C charging along with wireless. You can fully charge in 2 hours wired. Wireless, it takes about 4 hours. It's one of JBL's bigger cases, but it's also one of JBL's bigger batteries. You get 8 hours on the buds and another 3 charges, aka 24 hours from the case, for a grand total of 32. I hit a little over 31 with a mix of features and volume levels. The battery is legit. Oh, and did I forget to mention you can use one at a time and double that? Now, this isn't my favorite looking case. I like the matte black case, but not the glossy separator. The Tour branding when you lift the lid is a nice little touch though. I do like how secure the lid is on the case. I wouldn't be too worried if I dropped them on a softer surface. Hard surface is a different story. I dropped these the other day and they bounced. I felt like Sonic when he loses his rings the way the headphones scattered. Now the look and the design of the buds. All black with JBL branding on both sides. The mics on the outside. You have the sensors on both buds for the in-ear detection, which works perfectly. The tips are really easy to remove for you to clean and to try out the different sizes for you to find your perfect fit, and you can choose wing or no wing. For my ears, I wear the mediums. I do start feeling some fatigue around the 45-minute mark. I still haven't decided how I feel about this version of the in-ear fin. It does stop them from falling out. I haven't had any issues with that. These passed the chewing gum test and the head shake test. The brain was fully rattled and they didn't budge, so the fit is a go. The JBL app is amazing, just as good as ever. Nice clean intro. You can control your ANC, ambient, talk through, smart audio. Now, I've never had any issues with bad connections, so I mostly keep mine on audio. Testing these out with gaming, I feel like video mode was the best option. Most games, I didn't notice any lag. Shooting games is where I noticed most of it though. At the top right is your settings. Some really important stuff in here. Not going to cover everything, but do want to touch on a few. Your gestures. I use playback controls on the right bud and volume control on the left. Your assistant can be reached from either earbud with a long touch. You can also control your calls with both earbuds. Now this here is called My Alarm. It's actually pretty cool. You can choose if you want to go to sleep with some background noise, and after a set amount of time, it will switch you over to ANC for the amount of time you set or for as long as it goes. Or if you just want to use ANC to be on through the headphones and not connected through the Bluetooth, it will activate ANC and then disconnect from your phone. The downside is you have to put the buds back in the case to turn them back on. No type of tap function to deactivate the feature, or just being able to lift the case lid and have it recognize the buds. I feel like that could have been more convenient, and some people may not want to use that feature because of the extra steps involved. Now, multi-language voice prompts, which are new but kind of useless, so you can come in here, select 1 out of 11 languages to use as your voice prompt. But if you download one, it deletes the previous and takes about 3 minutes to download. So it's not the fastest feature around. And for it to use only a handful of voice prompts, not the most useful. But if they keep building on it, it could be really good one day. You also have things like check my fit, pop them into your ears with different tips to see if they're a good fit, and find my buds. If you ever drop one somewhere, you can find it. When it comes down to the ANC, which seems to be the main selling point for these, this is where it gets a bit rough for me. Now, these are a little bit better than the ANC on the Club Pros, but worse than the ANC on the Reflect Minis. And against other ANC like Sony or Jabra, these aren't even in the conversation. Ambient aware and talk through, it struggles a lot. You can hear them trying to adjust and calibrate to the environment all the time. It could just be my pair, but it's not pretty. Then the thing that bothers me the most is the voice prompts. When you turn on ANC or ambient features, I prefer simple beeps. The voice prompts on here lowers the volume of your media and talks for like 2 to 3 seconds. Super annoying. Surprisingly, the mics on here are pretty good for taking calls. Here's a sample.
All right, and because I get this question asked a lot, this is the type of audio you can expect when you're taking a phone call with one earbud in. This is just a single earbud in. I'm wearing the left. So this is the type of call audio you can expect when you're just wearing one earbud, because I know a lot of people like to just use one earbud so that they can swap out when an ear gets tired, and that doubles the battery life. So once again, this is the one earbud test phone call quality that you can get with the JBL Tour Pro Plus when using one earbud. Moving on.
Now, when it comes down to the audio from the Tour Pros, I feel like they made some changes to their signature sound. Anyone who uses JBL products know that the bass is always ridiculous. That's why I gravitate towards JBL. But with these, they cleaned up the bass a lot. These could be the most balanced JBL earbuds I've used. They sound great. The bass is definitely still punchy, everything tight. The equalizer only makes things that much better. These are plenty loud for most people. I would say like an 8 on the volume scale. I would like them to be a little bit louder, but since I max out around 80% volume, most of the time I say around 70%. Plenty loud for me, but I wouldn't mind 1 or 2 more levels. With the EQ, you can make these sound however you like. The highs, mids, lows all shine, anywhere from podcast to music to gaming. The problems with these earbuds isn't the audio in any way. It's the average ANC, the struggling ambient mode, and for me, the irritating voice prompts. Now with an update, they can change these to amazing really quick because they have so much potential. But right now, if you want a set of JBL earbuds, I would say these are the king, the JBL Club Pros. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's VDOESTECH. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.